Hello, my name is Justin Foster, and I'm going to be answering some questions in regards to systematic racism. Question one is, do you know what systematic racism is? I do. Systematic racism is also known as institutional racism, which is ingrained in our culture and society. It's been passed on from generation to generation, and it's prevalent in a lot of different laws and policies that are set up for people of color. Question number two is, have you ever seen or experienced systematic racism? And has it affected me in my personal and professional environment? I have experienced systematic racism. As a corporate manager, I learned that as I got up higher in the corporate ranks, that systematic racism was much easier to spot. There was a situation in which, as a corporate manager for for a large billion-dollar corporation, it wasn't hard to see that there were 77 managers and only 3 minority managers. And out of the 3 minority managers, I was the only male minority manager. It did bother me, even though I feel like I'm good at what I do. I didn't think I was that good that no one else should get an opportunity. And it's something that I've seen play out not just in the corporate environment, but back in my own workplace. So I have experienced it firsthand. The third question is your thoughts on systematic racism and how there can be change in the system. Well, I believe that in order to change systematic racism, we have to first understand that it exists. From there, we have to get back to leveling the playing field. And I think that goes along all lines of racism in general. In order to eradicate racism, you have to first understand the basic problem of racism, which is inequality. And I think when you can change the mindset of inequality and see that folks should not be held to a certain standard simply because of the color of their skin, that we can move on from that. And it's something that I hope one day I see in my lifetime. Question number 4 is, do you think people are aware of injustices and systematic racism that are implicitly placed into laws and policies? I believe that everyone is probably aware of systematic racism. It's just become such a ingrained part of American society that we accept it and we don't see the fault in it. There's also the blanket statement that if racism doesn't impact you, then it doesn't exist. So I believe for a lot of people that are not people of color, if it's not your problem, it doesn't seem like it is a problem. But I'm positive that people understand this. And I think that it's easy to see because our entire society is ingrained in racism, especially systematic racism. Well, thank you guys for allowing me to speak on the matter.